I've raced around this corner at the streets of Willow countless times, but my last track day, Project Silver, did not fare well. This is AJ with Relentless Racing, and Houston, we have a problem. Okay, well I just got the 1ZZ out. You can see here that the axle let loose and it hammered this hole right here in the block. Check that thing out. You can see all the grease right here. See all that grease flung out of the boot. We caught it on fire for a little bit. It went out pretty quickly, but look at that hole. You could see that it bent the Moroso oil pan as well, and it just cracked the block right there. Pretty crazy. And then let me show you guys the axles. So here's the axle. Obviously, this is the one that's the inner shaft, the intermediate shaft, whatever you want to call it. It's beat up a little bit right there. And then here, you can see one of the bearings is missing from the tripod. So you can see the thing obviously let loose right there. Before we go in the engine bay, you can see where the flames were right in here. It actually, the grease from that guy flung onto here and onto the rest of the exhaust and charred a few things. Now let's crawl up into the bay and take a look. So I cleaned it up a little bit, but here's the engine bay. You can kind of see tidbits of grease that I can get. Look right here. There's a big chunk of grease sitting right up there in that shield. And then you can see the grease right there. There's some more, I wiped it up, but the flames singed this area right here. You can see underneath there, it got singed. And it also singed a little bit of the engine hood. Here you can see the engine hood. This is the driver's side, USDM of course, so this is the left side, and it got singed in that area right there. And then here you can kind of see like a grease patch right here. That is from the CV boot. And that side didn't catch on fire, but this side did. I really wasn't too worried about it. I did have a passenger in the car, and I told Calvin, it was Calvin Yu actually, and I told Calvin, I was like, listen, if we actually catch on fire, grab the E50, that's my fire extinguisher from Element Fire, and there's one on his side and one on my side, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But important to have your fire extinguisher, guys. I got lucky and this fire extinguished itself, but anytime there's a vehicle fire, it's a serious situation. So do yourself a favor and protect your investment by getting an Element Fire E50 or E100. You already know I need to figure out what the root cause of this problem was, so stay tuned until next episode to discover what I find. Also, let me know in the comments which motor you really want to see in Project Silver. This is AJ with Relentless Racing. Stay relentless, and I'll see you on the track.